Get it in. Take it in. Like they say, if you don't go within, you'll go without. Ain't nothing outside of you can make you happy. Go study the law of abundance. As above, so below. Go study that law, and you'll realize everything that's outside of you is a reflection of the inside of you. Everything that's outside of you is a reflection of what's inside of you. So you can't change people, you can only change yourself. Life like a buffet table. You're only gonna sit to the table that has the food that you like to eat. So you deal with toxic people, it's because you're toxic. Because if you're a type of person that don't like toxicity, you're not gonna deal with people that's toxic. It's really simple, man. A lot of times we fight what we know is factual. Study these laws, man. Go study your universal laws, and you'll see just how they use these laws against us. You feel me? It's just that simple. You create your own reality, bro. And it goes way deeper than what I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to bombard y'all with too much information. But you got to get out here. Mother Nature is the real last teacher. It's the real last teacher. Because man done fucked everything up. Man got us worshiping things that are worthless. People will get up and worry about their Jordans, right? And won't celebrate the fact that they can breathe, or they can walk, they can talk. You know, you got to define that, because the world will tell you, oh, you got that big Bentley outside. Fuck the fact you can breathe, you can talk. That's how they keep you. That's how they keep sucking your energy. That's how they keep sucking your energy. Better wake up, because this is your responsibility. And for y'all who think religion gonna be the end all be all for y'all, let me tell y'all something. The definition of belief is acceptance. Listen to me carefully. The definition of belief is acceptance. What does that mean? If you accept something, that means that's your responsibility. Person can tell you anything they want. You know what I'm saying? If you believe it, you accepted it. So that means it's your responsibility. But that's how they get you. That's how they get you. And I'm just here to tell you, ain't no religion that they've given us worked yet. We still below the poverty level. And before y'all say it ain't all about money, if it wasn't all about money, why the fuck they want it? It's not about the money, it's about what the money can do to control. This is what religion does. Religion allows you to throw all logic out the window. And when you playing a chess game or you playing a game, you're gonna lose, because you're reacting off emotions. It don't make sense. This is why they use religion. I said their version of the religion. And the real version of religion you don't even know about, because they're not gonna tell you. But anyway, if you want to keep falling for stuff like that, that's on you, homie. God gave me common sense, just y'all don't use it. A lot of people don't use it. But like I'm gonna tell you like this, ain't no white man in the sky gonna come save your ass. You can believe that. But anyway, religion allows you to throw all logic out the window, right? No matter how we see religion, you just believe what they tell you. Let me tell you something. They say Africa is the poorest country, right? But if the motherfucker's so poor, why when they tell them to leave the colonizers, the Western world, the white people that's over there sucking all the resources? If Africa was so poor, why the fuck they won't leave? That's why I say common sense just ain't so common, especially when you throw religion in. Religion is what stops the poor man from killing the rich man. If Africa or any of these other countries was so poor, why the fuck when they tell them to leave, they don't leave? How is it that from 400 years before and plus, these Europeans been running African countries, still running it to today? How is that possible? You tell me. How is it that you got black people worshiping a white God? How is that? How is this possible? So God gonna bless them not bless you. And the first thing you're gonna say is money ain't everything. Again, like I said, it ain't about the money, it's about what the money can do. People will kill you for a stack of that fake ass money. People will go build buildings. People will teach children, indoctrinate children for that little stack of money. It's about what the money can do. That's why I say if it didn't mean nothing, why they want it? Why they won't let you print none? Why they the ones that have to print it? Huh? You tell me. Exactly. But like I say, man, common sense just ain't so common. What I'm telling y'all is this, bro. We have an African leader right now. Abraham. I can't really pronounce his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all done been seeing it all over. Why is it this man stepped in to help African people, right? The shit that he's done in 2 years, you had motherfucking dictators that look African, and they hide under the fact that they're religious, because some of them are preachers and this and that, but they ain't did shit for Africa, but enslaved them through debt. This is how America hijacked countries, through debt. They let them borrow all this money, knowing they can't pay the shit back. And these fake ass African leaders, they accept the money and say the hell with the people. How is it that Africa's the richest continent in the world, but the poorest when it comes to people? It's the richest in resources, but it's the poorest when you got poor ass people. Man, come on, man. Y'all better get off. Man, come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. What I'm telling y'all is this. These people been colonizing us, using religion and other tactics to keep us in the position we're in. You ever heard of landlock? Lock the land? They don't even belong over there, bro. You feel me? And this man is doing so much for Africa. Why America don't want to see him live? Why did they do what they did to Gaddafi? See, they'll tell you all the bullshit through the news. Oh, Gaddafi was this, he was that. No, nigga, Gaddafi wanted to align with Africa, right? His African people, right? And help empower Africa. But America don't want that. And they did what they slime ass always do, okay? All these different leaders from Africa that was assassinated, Haiti, Gaddafi, all these different, people. Why did they assassinate him? Come on, man. Right now, all black people need to start researching this guy right now that's in Africa, that's doing so much for Africans, and we need to protect them. We have to protect them. And get what they did? They got the black general, the White House. They got him going against this dude. See, that's what they do. They use two people of the same culture to go against each other. And that's what they do. So they got him going against him, saying, oh, Abraham, he's doing the people this justice. How the fuck in the whole country saying this man has done more for us than any and all African presidents combined? Because he ain't no fucking puppet. And like I said, we need to protect him. We need to share those posts, right? We need to hear the cry out for these people, because I'm telling you, America ain't shit. America will sacrifice their own people. That's how greedy they are, okay? And like I say, they'll tell you this American dream, but like I say, you got to be sleep to believe that shit. That's why they call it the American dream. But we need to support this guy. We need to stand behind this guy, and we need to protect him. And don't listen to the shit the news say. This is what they do psychologically. They get another black person to talk against another black person, right? And psychologically, it look like we fighting amongst each other. Nah, bro. The people that's mentally enslaving you every day, got you paying bills every day, got you going to these fucked up schools, got you doing all this stuff. You don't even know how they look. You don't even know where they at. You basically governing yourself to your own demise and don't even know it. Because we get up every day and do the shit that they say we supposed to do. When if we all was to say, you know what, we don't need to go to work. We ain't got to go to work. Why we got to work? But they done brainwash you to make you think a man's supposed to work to the sweat of his brow. That's slave talk. Because while you working at the sweat of your brow, the motherfucker that owned the company that you working for is in his office practicing golf for his Tijuana trip that you paying for with your sweat equity. It doesn't make sense. But this is what America does. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off. But what I'm telling y'all is this. We've been enslaved for so long, and they've used psychological things, and they've used our own people against us. They've used everything under the sun to keep in control over us. And when I say us, I'm talking to y'all white people too. I'm talking to your Mexicans. Not all Latinos, but the Latinos that think they white. I'm talking to y'all too. I'm talking to everybody that's not a part of the bloodline that's sucking the fucking energy out of all of us. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care where you work at. I don't care what you drive. That shit don't mean nothing. Cause your children gonna perish if we don't get it together. So with that being said, I'm gonna continue my little walk. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all learn something from what I just told y'all. And if you get in your feelings, then it worked. But don't confuse ignorance with logic. Okay? They're not gonna send you to school, or they're not going to have teachers or pay teachers to teach you curriculums that's gonna put you in a position to overthrow them, nigga. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense. And this is why we're so continue to be enslaved over 400 years plus. That's logic for your ass. Now, if that don't make sense to you, this ain't for you. You what I call a lost soul. Ain't nothing a bitch can do for you. You so locked in box, it's over with. But some of us are locked in box because we think that going to these schools, going to college, marrying, having kids, getting a mortgage, we think that's what life is. No, that's what the fuck they told us. That shit ain't work for nobody, man. You know how many men in marriages suffering in silence? You know how many women in marriages suffering in silence? Marriage ain't what it used to be or what it's supposed to be. Marriage ain't nothing but a business. That's why y'all share last names. Let's keep this shit a buck. When you become, that's why the paperwork is involved. Paperwork ain't got nothing to do with you loving somebody. But if you tell a person, no, I don't want to do the paperwork, the traditional nigga or the traditional brainwashed American will say, that ain't real marriage. Oh, what if something happened and somebody they don't have the power of turning over? Man, fuck all that, man. If we built a world that's built around trust, we wouldn't need no paperwork. The reason why America has paperwork, because it bleeds no loyalty. And the only reason why you might think that we can't live in a world where we can trust each other is because they done already programmed you to say, we can't trust nobody. This is a computer. Whoever you let program this controls you. And whoever you let program this controls your actions. These people ain't worried about you. You went to their school. You studied the religion they gave you. Ain't now a nigga right now can tell me they can go print up a Bible. Or could dictate what goes in the Bible, what comes out the Bible. They did. And they did it for their own benefit. So you gotta be a damn fool. And I'm not saying ain't nothing in that book that can help you. But for y'all that thinking that's the end all be all, you locked in box. As soon as you talk about African deities, especially to black folks, y'all be the first one to talk shit. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. We the only one that worship a God that don't look like us. That's how crazy we is. Go look it up. We the only one gotta die to go to heaven. Stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. When a damn bitch died and came back and gave you an analysis of what they saw. Oh, God spoke to me. No, nigga, you spoke to you. You is God. But y'all let a motherfucker brainwash y'all. A woman can literally lay down and you could have sex with her and she could create another you. She could create another you. See, we live by what man say, not what God say. Because if all you so-called church people, religious people, if y'all was so religious and so about y'all father, like the demonic motherfuckers is about their father Satan. It's a lot of shit you wouldn't let these people do to your heavenly father earth. You can't go get herbs that heavenly father put here for all of us to use. No, you got to go get the supplements. Why? Because they got red tape and they got walls up to dictate that. So you can't go get the herbs you want. We've tried to, when we was getting herbs from Honduras, right? We was getting the duck plant, the real sea moss. They put a stop to it. Come on, man. Y'all more enslaved. Y'all more enslaved than what you think. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. You cannot free a slave if he or she don't know she's in bondage. If you don't think you're a slave, ain't a fuck thing I can say to you that's gonna penetrate through the walls of the brainwashing. Nothing I can say to get you out of your own situation, even though the shit I'm saying makes sense. Because we have to agree, nothing till today has helped us get out of our situation. The Bible, going to church on Sunday, schools, blacks becoming millionaires, because you still got to go buy from them because you don't own no factories and shit. Nothing till today has put us in a position to where we can say we progressed. Nothing. And this is the crazy part, right? By me saying that, you're going to have some niggas say, oh, we fought for our ancestors fought for us to vote. You sound like a damn fool, nigga. You sound like a damn fool. First of all, my ancestors ain't fought for to be a part of a system that's built to take advantage of us. That shit don't make no. So you saying the ancestors was stupid? You living in a town now where there's so much information, you should know better. So start with that ancestor shit. Oh, my ancestors, they fought for us to vote. What the fuck voting gonna do? Ask the average person around you, to your left, to your right, in front of you, behind you, above you. Ask the average person, co-worker, whatever, wife, husband. Ask the average person what's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican. A motherfucker can tell you. But you want to participate in the game where you have little to no information or knowledge. And I told y'all, what's the most expensive thing in the world? Ignorance. Because you're going to pay for it physically, mentally, and financially. And socially, I might add. So before you get all this, oh, my ancestors fought for us to vote. Nigga, the worst thing ever happened to us was segregation. Because once we got segregated, how come all the niggas want to buy Louis Vuitton? They want to shop over here. They want to buy these. They want to act and look and dress and spend just like white folks. When white folks was 400 years ahead of us financially, resourcefully. Okay? We're going to get 400 years of slavery out y'all ass. Then we're going to turn you loose with nothing. They say they're going to give us 40 acres and a mule. Them bitch ain't gave us an acre and a dog. And you wonder why you can't play this game. Then you got some niggas that take that bullshit and they say, scrap your boots on, put your boots. No, fuck them boots. Let's take what's ours, right? And I'm talking to white people too, because as you see, the water has risen to y'all face now. Y'all can't blame black people no more. Black people never been your problem. Why? Because we don't have the resources to allocate you to go to work every day and pay bills. You ain't paying bills to us. We don't own no light companies, water companies. We don't own shit. We are participants just like y'all. But that shit has caught up, and this is why ain't no more middle class. Because now, 20 years ago, the middle class wasn't trying to sit on side of the road with no motherfucking sign because they were making money. But today, they woofing too, because they see they empire crumbling too. See, this whole system was designed to do just what it's doing. It's time now. They don't open up the curtains. You feel me? That's all it is. So, we all have one common enemy, which is the ones at the top against the ones at the bottom. This is a dictatorship, right? This is tyranny, okay? Capitalism. What is capitalism? Capitalism means to capitalize. Let me say that again. Capitalism means to capitalize. Now, when you ask them, what is a Democrat? What's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? The word Democrat means people's power. And as you see, you don't have no motherfucking power. Never did, never is, and never will. So how is it this is a democracy? I'm gonna tell you what it is. And it ain't even this. But I'm gonna say that next. When you pledge to allegiance, what they done forced us to do and coerced us to do our whole adolescence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, individual, and liberty and justice for all. Now what they telling you is this: to the republic for which it stands. To the republic for which it stands. The republic is where a small group of people makes decisions for the large group of people. And a democracy is the opposite, where the people allocate what they want. Well, they don't allocate it. The people decide what they want and what this should be and this and that. And then they elect someone to allocate those things for them. This is neither, bro. This is left wing, right wing, same bird, same thing. This is a corporatocracy. This is where the corporations run societies. Nigga, you have no motherfucking power. So for all y'all leaving y'all jobs in that hot ass sun, going to vote, thinking you finna make a change. How the fuck you gonna change something you don't own or control? Us as black men, we don't even control our women. Why? Because there's another group of men that tell our women what to dress, why to dress, how to look, when to look. And we like prostitutes. We work for anybody with a bag. If a bitch say, I want to put you in this movie, you're going to be a hoe. You're going to be a $2 hoe, all in the entertainment. But what this entertainment does is teaches us through Hollywood and through entertainment. It teaches us who we are. They paint the perception of who our women are, not us. They paint this perception to tell our women, you should be independent, not us. You don't need no man. That's the stupidest shit in the world. That's the dumbest shit in the world. This is when two things has to need each other. You can have a Bentley, but that bitch ain't going nowhere without them cheap ass tires. It all goes together consolidated. So you'll be crazy as a woman to say I don't need no man. And you'll be crazy as a man to say I don't need no woman. But neither one of us is coming up with this narrative. This is what you don't understand. See, the people that got our sons out here shooting, killing, and got our little females opening their legs, catching AIDS at an early age, getting pregnant, that ain't coming from us. Because we don't dictate or control record companies, what nobody talk about. We don't control TV. We don't control what come on the TV or the news. I told y'all what the news stand for. It stands for North, East, West, South. They blanket the whole world with propaganda. They control this. I didn't tell you that was a loaf of bread. They did. I didn't tell you that that was this, that was. So the programming that you have comes from people that's dictating you. And if the people that's oppressing you is controlling your education, how far you think you're gonna fucking get? This is what kills me when these preachers go make these rants about, oh, these black young kids, they just shooting and killing each other. They doing this, but never say why. They're not stupid children. They're not crazy. They just programmed. Your brain is like a computer. I keep telling y'all. When you buy a computer out the store, it has no programs in it. So if you don't have the program, it doesn't have the software to operate the task. But once whoever's programming that computer, they can put porn on there. They can put whatever they want on there. And whatever they put on that computer, that's the only limitation that computer's gonna have. The only difference with us is in our DNA, a lot of us, we done broke the code. We done woke up because we used our common sense. It's just a lot of y'all programmed. Y'all don't know no better. Y'all don't have a second reality to compare to the bullshit reality that they done gave you. You don't know it's a better world out there. You operating this low off the ground when really you could be, you don't know about none of this all up here. You don't know nothing about that because they didn't teach you that. You think you're supposed to eat 3 meals a day. Well, they take advantage of you because America is the most obese country in the world. They go diabetes, high blood pressure, and everything all above. But when your stomach go to growling, oh, I'm hungry. No, bitch, that just mean your gut's working. You don't supposed to eat every day. We was hunter-gatherers. We didn't eat every day. This is how some people can go 2 weeks without eating, which you don't supposed to eat every day. But yet they done programmed us to eat every day. Everything they taught us, they use against us. You have to unlearn and relearn everything. And this is why this world ain't gonna go nowhere, because the people that's teaching you the programming are the ones that's taking advantage of you. If you take a Fortune 500 company CEO that make this company trillions and billions of dollars, change his environment, because they put us in environments that align with the bullshit teaching. So it looks real. It looks even more real. They tell you, oh, women, if you ain't got a fat ass, this and that, then they put you out here in the world where you wearing tights every day. you know. And then we're in a society where each one teach one. People don't understand what that means. When you start wearing what the world say you should wear, the people around you start to see that shit, because they getting the same fucked up indoctrination. So it looks like, yeah, that must be what it is. You got women wearing this, you got men wearing it, you got dudes doing this, you got women doing it. So what we're doing is teaching each other. And basically what that means is when the world does something to you, when your oppressor does something to you so much and you to the point you like it, you start doing it to yourself. And at that point, you've just became in partnership with your oppressor, because now your oppressor ain't got to do it no more. You're going to do it for him. We go to work every day to help build their empire in the love of money. Crazy part is they give us the money and take it back every 30 days. How stupid is that? When you think about this shit, because school don't teach you to think, it teach you what to think, not how to think. But when you think about it, well, yeah, we're going to give you this money, but we got everything around you to take that shit back. You're going to pay for tickets, you run a red light, you're going to pay for late fee, you're going to pay for all type of shit. So we're going to deplete your pockets to make you have to continue to work to become even a more indoctrinated slave. People still believe in 401ks. Anytime there's a pool of money, there's some investing going on. So when by the time you live to get your 401k, if you live to get your 401k, because remember, this is the fast food era. The food is fucked up. They done went a step further and fucked all the food up. So you might not even live to get your 401k, but if you do, if you're lucky, and if you do, right? They done flipped that bitch so many motherfucking times. And they gonna charge you. Why? Because this is their system. You can't win in their system. You sound crazy. That's just like a bitch coming to your house. You know all the booby traps. You know all the hidden doors. They don't. But you expect for them to make it through that house and out the back door unscathed. Listen, man, I ain't meant to talk y'all ear off. But if you don't do nothing for me, share this video. Put it on your page. Take pieces of this bitch and put it out. I don't care what you do. But we need to get this information out there, right? This is the only way we're going to unlock what's going on with us, because when people always asking me, well, what we should do, Duck, and what we got to do, we doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna tell you something. You can't put a soldier on the front line when he don't even know or realize that he or she is fighting a war. Let me say that again. You cannot put a soldier on the front line when they don't even know they're in a war. A lot of people don't think that they're mentally slaves. That's why I say you cannot free a slave unless he or she knows that they're in bondage. You think because you ain't in a prison that you ain't in lockdown. That's what you think. These people done took your reality, twisted that shit all type of ways, and handed it to you on a platter. This is all you know. So basically, you've been robbed of your whole life. Your whole life, you think this is how the world supposed to be. These motherfuckers done instill all type of fear in you. Then they gave us all type of diseases. They tell us what we can eat and what we can't eat. People coming up with different cures for different things that they not taking heed of. Why? Because they gonna lose money. It ain't about the money they printed. It's about the control. So you might want to rethink what this planet is. And the more I research it, this planet is a prison. That's all it is. It's just a prison, bro. That's it. That's all it is. So listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. Follow me on all platforms. And like I tell y'all all the time, man, use this stuff, man. Hit the share button, man. If you don't do nothing, do that. Because like I tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all one more scenario I'm trying to get y'all to think something they don't tell you to do or teach you to do. Like I say, they teach you what to think, not how to think. 3 things that never change: prisons, schools, and churches. They'll never change. You ain't gonna see the different structure in the building. You're not gonna see the different structure in the lectures or nothing. It's gonna be always the same traditionally, okay? Another thing is this. You think because you stab somebody or shoot somebody, that's a killer. No, if you're a parent that buys snacks, look up the word snacks and where that shit come from. Anyway, if you're a parent that buys snacks for your children and you got a pantry full of snacks, you're a killer. Just doing it slowly. So you need to rethink some of the shit, bro. Rethink some of this stuff, bro. Because you are in a mental bondage. You are mentally a slave and don't even know it. Okay? Y'all be great, man. Like I say, man, share this video, take clips of it, put it on your page. I don't care. Go look me up, man, Papa Dog, if you don't already know who I am. And like I say, man, we just dropping jewels, baby. I'm gonna get back to my little walk, right? Okay? And hopefully y'all have a great day. Not a blessed day, because blessed means to be less. From a frequency standpoint, see, that's another thing you ain't know. How the language that The language we use, it traps us mentally by frequencies, and you don't even know it. All words have emotions attached to it. Call your old lady a bitch and watch what happens. Listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost.